Every major religion in the world explains reality using the same basic structure. There is God, there is humanity, and somewhere in between, there is an enemy. Christianity calls him Satan. Islam calls him Iblis. Zoroastrianism calls him Ahriman. Different names, same psychological function. A being whose job is to oppose God, corrupt human beings, and give evil a clear source. This idea is emotionally satisfying because it gives evil a face, a personality, a location. It allows you to say, that is not me, that came from somewhere else. Now here is the contradiction. In the oldest continuous spiritual tradition on earth, that enemy does not exist. No Satan, no devil, no eternal force standing opposite God, which immediately raises a disturbing question. Why? Did the rishis underestimate human cruelty? Did they ignore violence, war, suffering, and death? Or did they understand something about reality that later belief systems chose not to confront? Because Hinduism does not deny evil. It denies something far more comforting, the idea that evil is external. At this point, most people object. They say, what about Asuras? What about Ravana? What about all the villains in Hindu stories? This is where translation quietly destroys meaning. The word Asura does not mean demon in the Western sense. A Western devil is evil by nature. He is born evil. He cannot evolve. He cannot return to God. Opposition is his identity. Asuras are not built that way. They pray. They meditate. They perform intense tapasya. They receive blessings from the very gods they later fight. That alone should force you to pause. Because a being who gains power through discipline and devotion cannot be the Hindu version of Satan. Take Ravana. Ravana was not ignorance incarnate. He was educated, highly disciplined, a master strategist, a scholar of scripture, a gifted musician, and most importantly, a devoted worshipper of Shiva. If Ravana were a devil figure, this would be impossible. So why did he fall? Not because he rejected God, not because he denied Dharma outright, because desire slowly replaced restraint. Ravana did not collapse into evil overnight. He convinced himself gradually that his intelligence, power, and devotion placed him above limits. That is not a mythological failure. That is a psychological one. Now look at Hiranyakashipu. He did not deny Vishnu's existence. He acknowledged it, but he wanted immunity from reality itself. By demanding near immortality through technical loopholes, he wasn't rebelling against God. He was rebelling against cosmic balance. And Hindu texts are mercilessly consistent here. The universe does not punish disbelief. It punishes imbalance. That is why the central conflict in Hindu stories is never framed as good versus evil. It is Dharma versus Adharma, alignment versus distortion, order versus obsession. Asuras do not want to destroy existence. They want to control it, exploit it, bend it toward personal desire. That distinction is not poetic. It is structural. Now here is where Hinduism goes even further, and this part is almost never discussed. Instead of inventing a devil, Hindu philosophy maps evil inside the human mind. It names 6 internal enemies: desire, anger, greed, attachment, pride, jealousy. Not monsters, not demons, mental forces. And notice something important. None of these are evil by themselves. Desire creates ambition. Anger protects boundaries. Attachment builds relationships. Pride creates confidence. But without awareness, the same forces destroy everything. This is the Hindu model of evil, not possession, misidentification. Now, let's push the logic further, and this is where things get uncomfortable. If God is infinite, if God is omnipresent, if nothing exists outside the divine, then who exactly would the devil be fighting? Where would this enemy even stand? Outside God? Then God is not infinite. Inside God? Then the devil is not an enemy. He is part of the system. This is where Hindu philosophy refuses to protect your emotions. One of its most influential schools, Advaita Vedanta, makes a claim that removes the need for a devil entirely. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. All of this is Brahman. Not just goodness, not just morality, not just light, everything. Creation and destruction, birth and death, growth and decay, order and dissolution, which leads to a realization most people resist. Evil is not an external infection. It is not a foreign force attacking the universe. It is the same energy expressed without wisdom. Fire cooks food. The same fire burns skin. Water sustains life. The same water drowns. Electricity powers hospitals. The same electricity kills. We do not call these forces evil. We call misuse of them ignorance. This is why Shiva is both creator and destroyer. This is why Kali nurtures and annihilates, not because they are violent gods, but because reality itself does not take sides. There is no need for a devil because God is not fragile. Nothing threatens existence from outside it. So now comes the question most belief systems avoid. If there is no devil whispering in your ear, why do humans lie? Why do they exploit? Why do they commit atrocities and still believe they are righteous? Sanatan Dharma gives an answer that is deeply uncomfortable, because you do not know who you are. The enemy is avidya, ignorance. The mechanism is maya, illusion. And no, maya does not mean the world is fake. It means your sense of identity is distorted. You mistake the temporary for the permanent, the body for the self, the ego for truth. You begin to believe, I am only this body. I am separate from everything else. I must dominate to survive. If I lose, I disappear. From that illusion comes fear. From fear comes insecurity. From insecurity comes comparison. From comparison comes envy. From envy comes violence. No devil required. The most dangerous force in the universe is not a demon in hell. It is a human being who feels completely separate from the rest of existence. That illusion has fueled wars, empires, genocides, and ecological collapse. And it does so quietly. No horns, no fire, no mythology. Now here is the part most people don't like. A devil-based system is comforting. If evil exists outside you, you can blame it, fear it, fight it. You can commit harm and still feel innocent. Hindu philosophy removes that escape completely. There is no scapegoat. Your suffering is not Satan's fault. Your cruelty is not possession. Your greed is not temptation. Your karma is consequence. This does not weaken morality. It intensifies it. Because now every thought matters. Every intention matters. Every action echoes. You are not a pawn in a cosmic war between God and the devil. You are an active participant in cosmic order. This is why Hinduism does not fear a devil, because the real battle is not external. It is internal, not against a monster in hell, but against ignorance in your own mind. You do not need to defeat Satan. You need to wake up, and that responsibility, whether you find it terrifying or empowering, is entirely yours.